Let us retrace the main events in the audio frequency circuit. The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. The transformer changes this to an alternating current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
Molecules containing more than one atom can rotate and vibrate. Sometimes vibration is simple in form. We can see that each vibrational mode has a different frequency, and all of the patterns of vibration may be different. Each of the vibrations is a simple harmonic motion.
The same peaked wave triggers a pulse-forming circuit, which creates a new waveform, pulses with flat tops. Notice that throughout these changes, the exact subdivisions of our second in time have not been lost. We still have precisely the same number of positive peaks per second.
Pulsating direct current. Pulsating direct current.
If the sine wave's frequency is 1,000 cycles a second, we have actually divided 1 second into 1,000 equal parts. But in this sine wave, it's impossible to tell where each thousandth of a second begins and ends. That's why it's changed into this, a peaked wave, which can be measured from positive peak to positive peak.
The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
The number of times a given molecule moves back and forth in 1 second is the frequency of the wave. In one complete vibration, indicated here by the bracket, sound travels a distance of 1 wavelength. The velocity of any sound wave equals its wavelength times its frequency.
The number of possible modes of vibration a molecule may have is determined by the number of atoms it has. And all of the atoms executing this motion are moving in phase, passing through their center or equilibrium positions at the same instant.
I don't have the energy for you today. Right. After some technical difficulties, we are here. What? Episode 47 of Ordinary Games. As usual, it's my time to let you guys know that I'm the double whose door is always open. Gandalf up the gray of the white because I'm all black. Jordan LaForge, Captain of this Enterprise, the Swag King with a crown. Shout out to Sunday Swagger, the long lost homie of Zach Morris and AC Slater since y'all got jokes. Sweet Chocolate Jesus, as proclaimed by Roman of the Empire himself, and the man running up the chimney because he wants all the smoke. I'm Left Eye Ego. I mean, yeah.
How come you want all the smoke from everybody else but me?
Because you set the house on fire. You want the smoke, you're the fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Fire. Woman whose beauty is matched by her boldness, who matches wits with my wallet and wins every time. We're gonna talk about that. The lovely Shiro, how are you doing?
I'm great. I can't find my phone, so if you're saying hello on the chat, hello.
She doesn't lose it. She just want to talk to y'all. Don't let her fool you. Do you want a minute to try to find your phone, honey, while I actually adjust the chat? Would you like to do that instead?
I really just had it. I don't know where to put it.
I know. Here, just give me a second while to look for it.
Okay.
It's probably on the table where you left it.
Press the button so I can get up.
Just give me a clip. Give me this.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but can you do the camera button?
What camera? Sure, while you get up. Yes, there we go. Ma'am, you're wearing shorts. Okay. Anyway. Sorry guys. Just unprofessional. Don't tell her I said that though. All right, while I kick this off, I wanted to say thank you to everyone that is checking out on X, on IG, and even on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get to people commenting so far. Nosferatu, Mr. Vampire asked you, sir. Hey, I mean, we're talk about Drake. I have my own personal feelings against him. I'm not gonna lie. I have no problem saying I am a Drake hater. Okay, first and foremost. Are you good there?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Anyway. And
you're a Drake hater.
And Jesus. Yes, I'm a Drake hater. I wasn't allowed to. No. You really don't see those front. Oh, dude. I'm already gonna go see it. I've clocked that since like February. I remember last year when they said it was coming out, like I was already in. Once I heard Robert Eggers was directing and the guy that's playing Lex Luthor is gonna be in it as well, like it was a done deal for me. I gotta get your thoughts on it once it comes out too. So yeah, we're definitely gonna see that. Ooh, you think, man, we'll be in Mexico City. Hopefully we can find it in English if we're going to go see it then. Go check and see if we got anyone else. Man, Oddball89 on IG. Welcome. All right. And I'm going to be kicking it with you guys today. We're going to talk about who is the bigger villain between Drake and what he's pulling lately and the Hawk Tuah alleged crypto scam. All right. But just want to also shout out Kai or C4C. Thank you again for the awesome intro and everything you do. We appreciate it. And we are going to get started with my my best part of the day. I can't wait. Been holding this in for solid 3 or 4 days. So y'all gonna hear it.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're gonna hear about it.
All right, guys. So I want to take you back to April of 2024. Shiro was like, hey, we're doing a lot of volleyball and a lot of coaching. My feet hurt. And the feet massage that she has don't work. And I'm only good for so many hand massages with my feet itself.
It works. It's just my arches are high, so it doesn't get like in the arch.
Anyway, her complaints were valid. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and save up to get this incredible massager that is on Amazon. I did this in April because I was like, well, I already gave you your anniversary gift and you're going to get the purse you already have now because you almost blew that one up too. So I was like, let me hold on to it, right? I bought this thing a few days before Black Friday, right? I come home on the 8th. Let me double check again.
It was on Tuesday, yeah, or Wednesday. The 4th. Yeah.
This is first grievance 12, verse 4. That's how I know. I come back and say, honey, look what I got. Not only is it the thing that I was going to buy her, that I already bought her, that was packed with a nice message on it. In Amazon, Amazon Rapid. It was the lower tiered one. You know how I know? Because I spent 7 months researching these. Like, nope, doesn't have good reviews. Nope, that's from China. Sorry, it's a gnat in here. Nope, not doing that one. Low reviews. Nope, that one doesn't fit. This one. So she comes in, look what I got. What I say when I saw that?
You told me it wouldn't work and I should return it, and I didn't understand because we didn't even give it a chance yet. So, yeah, you're pretty negative about it.
We'll talk about that too.
And I had questions that he was not prepared to answer.
You know my response is? I said, why do you think that is? Why do I think you should return it when I have no reasonable reason to tell you not to? She's like, oh. Did you get me it? I ran into my secret hiding spot and threw the gift at her. I mean, she caught it because she has reflexes, but I would have preferred if she didn't at that moment. She opens it. Not only is it better and bigger, the whole thing, like me, but the whole thing winds up working, and it has its own separate remote. So she's sitting there like, oh, it does heating too? Yes, because I researched it for 7 months. And then what made it worse was...
Mine's heating too. I researched it for a good 30 minutes.
Really? Really? How many reviews did it have?
I have no idea.
Didn't have 1,345.
It was affordable, and I said, "Oh, look at that suburb."
As if I've ever done anything affordable for you. It's first mistake right there. Is it affordable? He probably bought it or researched it. It's probably better. Okay. Anyway, the one I looked for had 1,345 4-star reviews. That's just the 4 stars. Okay. I didn't even count 5. Okay. Barely any 1 stars that were there that weren't correct within the last 6 years. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna throw it out. Anyway, so the thing is that got me. I told her on Black Friday, she's like, hey, there isn't really a lot going on. I said, well, that's because people are waiting for Cyber Monday. She's like, what's Cyber Monday? I was like, well, that's when the electronic deals or Amazon does their own version of Black Friday, because it's after Black Friday. After people go in the stores, they can go online on Monday. So some people will wait till Black Friday, look at this thing, look at what's available, and be like, you know what, I'll wait till Cyber Monday. I asked her, I said, honey, when did you buy this? She was like, Cyber Monday. I said, motherfucker, you bought something that I bought for you. I researched 8 months ago. You bought it the day that I told you about, because you didn't know.
I was a little bored, and so I was perusing Amazon, and I was like, oh, this looks like it would be very comforting.
I said, look at me here. Come here. Don't buy shit for the month of December. Ever. No, don't do it. This is actually worse than the Kendra Scott confusion of 2019.
I don't think it is.
It's way worse. Okay.
To be fair.
It's on the same level. All right.
I don't ever remember telling you that I wanted those. I don't even remember ever looking at something like that.
Because you're like, my feet. These would be nice. Literally. In the room watching TV. And you walked in front of the TV, it took forever to sit down because you're my feet. I wonder if those will be good. It's like, please sit down. First of all.
I guess my question really is, why'd you wait 7 months to get them?
I wonder.
And let me suffer for 7 months?
You like the purse?
Could have just.
Did you want to suffer with the purse or without one?
You could have just.
Both of them. No, 2 purses that you got. Ooh. I wonder why I couldn't afford them then, because there were 2 purses in the way.
No, they're not in the way.
I didn't think so. All right. You might not walk far, but you look good far as you walk, don't you? That's all I'm saying.
I think I put it on my walker.
No, sir. That's if we ever get divorced, those in the settlements. I keep all my original action figures. Okay. Anyway.
He would never let me sell them.
Okay. No, I would not.
But I do. I do miss the fact that in our old apartment, I could walk by and make them fall over when I was upset.
Terrible.
Now the ground is pretty solid. So
yes.
I don't really have options.
Tile flooring, y'all. It's for the win. The other thing I have is Second Vendettas 12 verse 6.
What?
Yes. Well, listen, it's not you. It's not
you. Okay.
It's not you. Not about you. So I have a Christmas list that I usually listen to, and sometimes it can get a little bit stale because it's nostalgic, and you almost fall asleep to it, which is great when you're trying to fall asleep or it's late at night, but not great when you're trying to do work. So I was like, okay, let me see what these new Christmas songs are about. I need to let you know right now. Stop, bring back shame, okay? There's a song called, what's it called? Santa Is Me by Coco Jones.
What?
The worst song I've ever heard. You know why? She's like, if I want it, I'll buy it because I'm independent and I'm the Santa. I'm like, do you have any idea how sad you sound? Like, no.
I mean, it's true though. A lot of people, if they want it, they buy it.
Honey, we were at.
I just don't feel like it fits the spirit of Christmas.
Exactly. It's incredibly consumeristic. On top of the fact that we were at a mutual friend's house. I looked at her tree. She decorated her entire apartment, right?
She does great decorating.
Very well. I'm like, yo, what are gifts at? She's like, well, I don't have any. I was like, you don't have a gift under your tree. Well, no, I don't. I said, this cannot happen. All right. She loves vinyl. Went to the vinyl store, got her 2 vinyls. One of them, because it was Christmas related, gave it to her on the spot. Like, hey, you can play this during Christmas, but this vinyl don't open till Christmas. She lit up. Okay. And I'm saying, if someone that is as independent as our mutual friend can be like, oh my God, I got a gift, you should never sing a song like Santa Is Me. Santa Is We. That's a better song. Santa Is We.
Just throwing bows here about it.
Huh?
Throwing bows about it.
I'm going to have to. That is like, Christmas is my favorite time of year, not just because my birthday's the day after. Okay. That's neither here nor there. Okay. 25 days of memes. That's not what it's about. All right. I'm just saying it's the time to be about us. You can't sing a song about you being the Santa, but only giving yourself gifts. That'd make you the Santa and like the kid on the nice list. No one likes that guy. So anyway.
So to answer Nas's question here, we have quite a bit now, but like some of the first ones I got were Whitney Houston, Selena, Amy Winehouse.
Who about you, the Selena Ball?
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, it's all
yeah.
It's really nice.
E.G.O has Alanis Morissette.
I don't know why, but I love her music. If y'all can find the acoustic version of Jagged Little Pill, so I don't know why. She said it's like I tried to find out being edgy like 25 years too late, which is unnecessary.
And I just got the Madonna Immaculate album, which has sort of like all her kind of like a virgin, like a prayer kind of stuff.
I'm writing that down.
Okay. He loves to be grumpy and go on rants about things that many people disagree with.
Anyway, so this is the thing. What's up? Maybe, I guess. The hardest core that we got.
I don't listen to that really.
What's the hardest core music we get?
Well, I would eventually. I know I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I'd eventually get like Green Day and I looked at Avenged Sevenfold actually this weekend, but
we couldn't get into that one.
I couldn't bring myself to go back there.
I mean, I got Thriller, and I don't
like Nirvana or Pantera. I just don't really like many of those.
You don't like grunge?
For me, some of the I don't appreciate the instrumentals enough. Like, is it Metallica where they have like a 4-minute guitar solo or something? Like, I don't like that.
I was gonna get Madonna. I gotta find some Metallica and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I should have gotten the Greatest Hits one, but that was like $100.
I did like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I can get
down with
I can do it. Pretty much anything, any music that's from Rock Band too, I'd buy the vinyl for it. That's basically how I got it.
What's the Godsmack? Is that the one that you're allowed to listen to?
Which one?
You Bring Me Higher.
Creed.
Creed.
Creed. Let's not talk about. It's not just about. Okay. It's not about that.
We can get that one.
But I will say the other song, like some of the songs, like you can sing "Baby It's Cold Outside," and they imply you might stay over for some adult fun.
Yes.
This new shit. They'd be like, yeah, chestnuts resting on my chin. Like, wait, what? Those aren't. Yeah, you can Jack Frost me anytime. You're like, what the fuck is it?
What?
These new songs. It's like, wait, what is happening? I can't. I probably would. And the thing is, my voice is deeper when I sing, so it would sound.
I would definitely take a Hailstorm album. I enjoy Hailstorm, so there's that.
Wednesday, I hear refusing to play game. I don't. I think I would refuse because is it the guy, the front man, sings like with a British accent. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, weird. I don't.
It's weird. That's only way it's.
But he's saying they said Vegas
is a garbage city.
It's garbage, and so the radio station is saying, "Nah, we not playing you." It's almost like the Dixie Chicks when they kind of went on their whole thing during the war time.
You know,
And everybody boycotted them basically.
you know what should have happened?
Huh.
They should have said the chicks with dicks. Everybody would have been like, we're okay now.
You're in now.
Man,
They
what?
tried to come back at some point. They thought it blew over, but
No,
and
I
they're
didn't
I
forget.
still think they're good, but
Yeah, I know.
nobody got back on the train. People didn't get back on the train.
All right. Actually, I have one for you because you had a grievance about this the last time we were on, and I actually want to show you this because there was a follow-up.
Okay.
I know that you were feeling some kind of way about them the last time that we talked about Jaguar, right?
Yes. I was just, I'm a little worried about where they're going with their logos and stuff. They look very basic to me.
Well, here we go.
So I don't know.
The new cars rolled out, right?
Oh, okay.
So this is the first.
I'm interested.
This is their first that they're talking about it. We'll just talk over what he's saying, but this is their new.
Is that their sports roadster?
Pretty much. It's their from the future one.
So it's a big phallic symbol still. Which
is weird because they only come in blue and pink.
Why does it have step things on the sides? It's so low to the ground.
I don't know.
I actually think it looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I don't like the color. But
the thing is they only come in gender reveal. Blue or pink.
What?
Yeah, so far, yeah. But the thing is that they're like, well, it's also that.
Oh, that's weird. Is there a screen in there anywhere?
Oh,
yeah. There it goes.
Pretty much.
Huh. Yeah. I don't like that divider in the middle.
But yeah.
I think it looks cool. It looks like almost like a old school, like that fast car kind of thing still.
I'm not gonna Nickelback. I can't stand. Creed was the only way you could go to Christian school and still be kind of edgy. Okay, man. This is like 99, 2000, and I wanted to be at least with the cool kids. Okay, it's way better than saying that you learn rap from Rapping for Jesus, which is a real cassette. I'm not lying to you. Okay.
Hey, some of the Christian rap now is hitting hard.
It's better now. It's way better now. It's just
I listen to Christian rap.
I know. It's just hard to tell somebody. What's the first thing you remember? I'm righteously righteous and justly just, faithful to the Lord in who I trust. You think I'm boasting? You better relax. But speak God's words. I'm speaking the facts. See, and he did. Rapping for Jesus to the beat. I swear to God. I'm telling you,
that was real style back then, honey. Anyways, can we go back to the car?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm just saying. I don't like the color, like I said, but also too, I would never purchase a 2-door like that.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like there's it's like they put a big old, front part.
Pops. You're right. Oh, I forgot. Because Toby Mac was actually in a group called DC Talk, which is Disciples for Christ Talk. And yeah, he got married to a black lady. And then he's like, I think he had a group with his wife. It was 3 girls. It was Diversity. Yeah, that was really the name of the group that he formed. Yeah, DC Talk. Oh my God. Big L. Who's Big L? Let me know who Big L is. Yes, DC Pops. Oh my God. Yes, it was rough. It was rough. It was anyway. But go back to the car, my love. You wouldn't want the divider on it, but you'd be okay.
I'm done.
Okay, I apologize. Smoking fire. Got it. All right. So, guys, the reason we are all gathered here today is to talk about who's pretty much the worst person between Drake and Hawk Tuah. For those that don't know, buckle the hell up, okay? He is. I'm not gonna lie. Steal My Show is a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know who Big L is. I'm sorry, man. All right, so I'm gonna try to give you guys the written version and then the video of it. So basically, it's alleged that the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley, good Lord, what is her name? Oh, I forget her name. Haley got involved in a crypto lawsuit or a crypto scam. So basically, they said this is called rugging it, but what eventually happened was they're alleging that $50 million was stolen.
Okay, could you stop? Just let it go. I'll get it.
Right there, to your left, There you
go. There's multiple. Do you have something in here that we should be worried about?
Champagne. That's the only reason.
No, they were here already.
Okay.
Anyways,
You get it?
continue.
Okay. Anyway,
Just go.
so big shout out to Shoryuken. Wants to steal $50 million. Well, the Hawk Tuah girl did. She launched the coin, rugged it, then shamelessly went to sleep like nothing happened. Here's how Hawk Tuah stole $50 million from her friends. The thread. So basically, everyone knows the Hawk Tuah girl got famous for saying how to give excellent fellatio. All right. Blew up seemingly overnight. She was interviewed on everyone's podcast, including Whitney Cummings, and she even wound up talking with Matt Rife, both of whom said she'd be great at stand-up, and she actually does have some comedic time. Pretty cool. So about 3 days ago, she launched a meme coin, pretty much promising everyone that got in it would probably get some kind of return on it, kind of like the stock market, okay? And so the way that I heard explained was the people that were in charge of the coin had pre-sold it to other people, presumably that were in this company or friends of people in the company. And they were like, hey, you're going to get a 17% return for whenever you cash out. They did this before the general public got in. So once people got in, the coin shot up in value. But the people that were promised 17% return all dumped at the same time. Essentially meaning that the coin hit with 500 million and went down to 25 million within like an hour or two. And so pretty much people were confused and upset with what was happening, including Tim Pool posted this one. People saying, I don't know why you put your life savings in crypto. I don't know. Honey, do you even understand how crypto works?
Not really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I have had it explained to me multiple times, and it's not simple. It's basically you mine for data, and every transaction that you do has like a string attached to it or something, and it's data is worth money, and essentially they're collecting metadata, if you will, and that's what is supposed to give your coins value. However, you can't spend them anywhere, and for regular people, a lot of the places that you can spend them end up being scams. So
the thing that I'd heard was what's happening here, Dougie Dark. The other thing that I'd heard, what the best way people explained what the point of Bitcoin was supposed to be was like, hey, let's say you've got really bad arthritis, right? And you want to buy some marijuana, right? I have marijuana and I'm willing to pay that for you, but I don't necessarily want the government knowing and I don't want it tracked. You're supposed to be like, well, hey, give me 2 Bitcoin, I'll give you £1. And I think it's because it was blockchain or
it's blockchain
and encrypted. The government would not be able to find out about it or tax you on it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're right, but it takes very heavy machinery and stuff to mine for Bitcoin, and they say like there's only a limited amount, but people keep making up their own coins, so it's not simple for people to understand, and therefore that's why I believe it hasn't truly become a mainstream thing. It's just this thing you trade, and sometimes they're like, oh, it's great, but most of us regular folk
don't understand
it or even know how to truly use it. Yeah. But even in Queen of the South, they started using a form of crypto.
Fantastic.
To store their 40 million or whatever it was.
Ew. Yeah, I just think that there are 2 extreme examples that I heard from entertainments and athletes. There was 50 Cent, who accepted the proceeds from his second album in Bitcoin, and it wound up being like $4 million, which is great. Then I heard there's the Odell Beckham Jr. story of when he got traded from Cleveland to the Rams, that the remaining $5 million of his salary would be paid out in Bitcoin, and it wound up being like $93,000. So I was like, to me, it was too all over the place, and it's incredibly confusing. But I understand that for a lot of younger millennials and zennials, that hey, this is my way to get in the stock market and kind of get rich overnight. So,
and that can happen. But I guess from what you've described, from what happened with this, it almost, I'm not going to say insider trading, but it sounded like they knew once it hit the market, it was going to be popular. And then they dumped all this stuff to make their own money really quickly. Everybody else who actually bought into it to buy into it and see it be successful got screwed. And that's, I'm pretty sure there's laws or something about that.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because there's a guy named CoffeeZilla, and I think he studies this kind of thing. And so when the coin went live and it was tanking, Hawk Tuah and this other guy were on a live stream on X. And so CoffeeZilla called in to like question him about it. I'm gonna have you hear what he said. Did you ever hear what he said?
I haven't. Right? I didn't even really know about this.
Okay.
But I would assume that she really truly didn't understand what she was getting into. It was just a face.
Okay.
And she has new money. Part of me was like, she was smart enough to like brand herself really quickly and get the ball rolling. But then you kind of run the risk of people taking advantage of all the things you probably have no idea about.
I'm gonna let you listen to this then. Okay. So you decide. I'll let you guys decide as well. This is a shout out to the Krigler Show. He's basically playing the original video. I couldn't find it because everyone else does commentary on it. But yeah, basically this is CoffeeZilla calling to confront them at like around the 13-minute mark. Here we go.
To a scam, exactly how it happened. And I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night. And let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Be happy to answer.
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand.
Funny.
Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most...
What CoffeeZilla? Do you see how confrontational she was? Holy shit. So feisty.
You're gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second. But I want to break down the Hawk Tuah scam. I think people are confused with a bunch of smaller wallets. The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you pretty quickly.
Just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool.
Look at the way he knows.
Not only did they say it, they saw.
Essentially, the guy was saying that he said that part of the there's a better version of this, but he was saying that the other problem they were having was that money that went out. There was $1 million in fees people paid.
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, what was that for? It prevent snipers from people that could pump and dump it. Was like, okay, but when people paid for it, right? Well, he said, well, people paid to get this coin. They paid a service fee. And it was like 15%.
Yeah.
So he's like, where did the fees go? Who made that money? He's like, oh, well, it's a foundation, And the guy was like, whose foundation? Well, it's the foundation, Well, it's part of Haley's, Haley's team. And found like, so Haley got the money. He's like, no. Was it who got the money? He's like, well, they got to pay for things like lawyers in the Caymans. Right there.
Can't just be throwing Caymans out there and expect people not to be like, what?
I would place it more of it. Here we go.
I think there's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
Right.
This is Haley.
You have to know how. So I'm sure Haley invested in it.
Okay.
But you would need to understand how much she made from that. Did she dump hers? Did you know what I mean?
Okay.
Things like that.
Sorry to interrupt. And on top of being beautiful and amazing, my wife also does accounting. Accountancy is an accounting manager for a Fortune 500 company.
Oh, I'm an accounting director. Put director behind my name.
Okay, so the thing is that people are saying now that she might actually do some time. So I'm like, I mean, you know how to do. I mean, you do a little bit of. You can look up forensic accounting a little bit. You like, but you like finding money.
I do.
Go ahead. So what do you got?
But I'm not an expert by any means, and this really falls in more in the finance world of things and stocks and stuff that I don't deal with. There's just very specific laws so that things like this, they deter things like this from happening. And clearly, either she didn't realize what she was getting into, and whoever advised her really took advantage of just her name. Or she kind of heard like, oh, okay, I can do this and make a big sum of money, and didn't look into the ramifications of doing so. And it sounds like it wasn't just her. So I'm sure it's not just her, but what happened with Tom Brady? He didn't get in trouble or anything, and a lot of people invested in his. I'm sure they'll use precedents like that to kind of help her out.
Oh, way harder to cover up. I think it's more so people found out that they invested in it. I don't think anyone got paid out. Is it because they declared bankruptcy? So I think it'd be different if they found out if you got paid out.
Oh, but these people actually said, "Oh, look, everybody's buying it. The stock is going up. Dump."
I think there were like maybe 85 people that were like they got a pre-sale before a token went public, and so it.
Who were those 85 people?
That's what people are trying to figure out. Because like, if you have ties to this company, well then that sounds like an insider issue, allegedly. So that's what they're thinking is the issue. And so it's like, well, you think you're going to wind up going to jail because of that? And some people are saying, do you think you thought basically she just signed on to something she didn't really figure out what was going on? Or?
Look, I don't know the real, right? I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. She was a teacher, right?
No, she actually worked at a spring factory.
Okay, so she was an hourly factory worker?
Yes.
Okay. How do I say this without being a douche?
Go ahead, baby.
I'm just saying that when you come into that much money very quickly, she must have had some wits about her because she was able to capitalize on that whole viral thing very quickly, unlike anyone else probably has really capitalized on something like that.
Okay.
She did it very quickly.
Okay.
But again, you're young, you have a particular background that does not truly say like, ooh, she might know a bit about this. You know what I mean? And so I tend to lean on the side until I know different, that she clearly got in over her head. And she, just because she's in over her head doesn't mean she's not in the wrong. Mm-hmm. It just means that, I mean, she gonna learn a big lesson.
Yes. I think that the best you were going to do was your Talk Tuahs. Talk Tuesdays is what she had for a podcast. And I was like, I guess. I think that she really should have.
What did she even talk about? I don't
fucking know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to talk about after that. I think that
she probably had to go to like dating and stuff because she was a single lady.
Yeah. Well, I would say that I talk with you and sometimes Justin and I about that. It's like, what would happen if this blew up? What would we do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think everyone knows. Some people know exactly what to do when it happens, but I don't think most people do.
Yeah.
So I thought that when Whitney Cummings and Matt Rife were like, you should do stand up, I would have followed their advice.
I went that way. Yeah.
If you listen to the Whitney Cummings podcast she does with her, she's kind of funny. Has a little bit of natural timing.
She does, but I listened to her. She was just like a regular person. For me, I heard a snapshot and I thought, okay, I thought that Whitney was hyping her up a lot.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily feel the same about how she was in you know, in
Yeah.
what you get, I'll say a normal setting or a first sort of like interview, whatever that is. I didn't think, but also I don't think Whitney Cummings is, I liked her sitcom, but I don't personally like her stand up.
Maybe sitcom would have worked.
Yeah,
Something like
maybe.
that.
Mhm.
I can see that. I would just say that if someone gives you advice, I'm like, hey, look, were you serious about that?
Right.
You know, it's like, if someone that says I can do it, I was like, I just think, hey, are you saying that? Are you really serious? Well, what I need to work on?
Mhm.
What do I have to do to go into doing all this?
Yeah.
Say what you will about the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake, but they actually, for the most part, are at least serious to the point of doing it what they're doing, especially Logan Paul with wrestling. Like, he really, you haven't seen his brother. His brother's a wrestler. He's really good.
Okay.
Like, he actually had the championship at one point, held it for like 6 months. He didn't wrestle that much, but he has the people's respect for getting into it.
Don't send Joker off if he don't like you.
I mean, no, he's like, even Joker's like, he's a decent wrestler. He just, it's part-time. And it kind of sucks for people that want
to see him more.
Yes. So, guys, I'm going to transition to Drake. I'm going to make no bones about this. I am a Drake hater. I don't like him. He bothers me. So I'm going to take you guys back about 20 years so you can understand where this kind of comes from, okay?
20 years, honey.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time.
Yeah. I mean, I can do the rundown in like 3 or 4 minutes, okay?
Okay.
For people that do not know, Drake, most people don't know Drake as a rapper. I'm not sure if you knew that.
No, because I only know him as a rapper.
Right. So originally, this.
He was in a show, right?
Yes, he was on a show called Degrassi, which is like Canadian.
His eye looks like it's falling off his face in this.
Yes, he played a guy named Jimmy.
Okay.
So the thing was, it was like a junior high school show, and show Jimmy gets a guy confronts him, he gets shot, winds up in a wheelchair, right? So a few years later, when he starts rapping, everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's Jimmy from Degrassi."
Oh.
And it got to the point where a few years ago they did a video where they're at Degrassi.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's like, okay, well, people are saying, "Oh my God, it's Jimmy from Degrassi." I'm like, okay, so we forgot about Will Smith. Is that word? I've called him Will Smith 2.0 the entire time. Okay. People know him on a sitcom, and then he's like, "Oh, I guess he raps too." Even it doesn't matter which one first. So I'm like, he's redoing everything Will Smith did. That shit's not original. Okay. I'll defend this till I die. At one point, someone got it into their heads that Drake should be a battle rapper. And at one point, he went after a man named Pusha T.
Oh, really? Pusha T?
You know who Pusha T is? Pusha T is part of a group called The Clips. If you don't know who they are, high school 2003, 2004, they had that grinding song, which is literally slamming lockers. Really? Grinding?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I know it's just been a very long time, honey.
Okay. But anyway, so at some point, he decided to go after Pusha T. Now, to tell you this, Pusha T's brother, the guy in the clip, he's a pastor.
Oh.
He's out of the game. Pusha T didn't leave. So what happened was Drake said something about Pusha T, and the next thing everyone knows, Pusha T made a song. I'm going to show you this. Now, Drake actually did this. No disputing this. Drake made this picture a long time ago.
Oh, that was Drake?
That's Drake. Drake did this picture a long time ago, right? Pusha T found it.
Oh, jeez.
And made the song called The Story of a Diamond.
Okay.
Basically, he said, "Why don't you tell everyone about the son you're hiding from us?"
Oh, another kid?
No, this is the first one. This is how we found out.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes. So he had a song that was saying, "I only love my bed and my mom. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry." And people were like, "Damn, you have a son though." Like, so basically, he was saying that, why are you trying to hide your son from the world?
What does that picture have to do with the son?
It's a humiliation thing.
Oh,
it's like, why did you're half black, but yet you did blackface?
Yeah.
And no one told you to do it, so why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And you claim to be this hardcore rapper and you're trying to do a beef with me when you take pictures like this.
Okay.
And so they made the song called The Story of Died, and it's like, yo, you had a child with a corn star, and you're hiding the son you made with him. Like, what's gangster about that? Yes.
Okay.
Stop being an absent father and grow up.
Okay.
Which means right after the song came out, Future's like, "This my son. This is my son." Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Adonis.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you want to put the name out there, but he said that's what it is, right? So it puts into context the beef he tried to have with Kendrick Lamar. We were like, I know you beat Meek Mill, but Meek Mill went to Diddy parties, but you shouldn't really test Kendrick Lamar like that.
Yeah.
So we know about the beef and the song Not Like Us that came out, right?
Yes. Didn't Kendrick Lamar accuse him of having a daughter too?
Drake said that one of your kids, Drake said, hey, Kendrick, one of your kids is your best friends. That he's the dad, not you.
Oh, okay.
And so Kendrick said, don't take it there. But if you want to talk about family, we're going to go there. And then Not Like Us and Meet the Grams came out.
Okay.
So essentially, everything was cool, right? Everything was okay. Until Drake was on a live stream.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Drake went on a live stream.
Okay.
And I'll bring this one up. I'll show you guys what he said. So here's Drake on a live stream.
I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
What?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out.
So you need facts to take me out, okay? A few days later, Kendrick Lamar drops a whole album.
Again?
He drops a new album, yes. It's actually,
even after Not Like Us?
Those were singles, honey.
Oh.
So the thing is, he made that album, people have to say, within 72 hours. Jesus. A few of the songs are actually really good.
Okay.
There's one with, like, Luther is one of them. He actually made a rap song to Luther's If This World Were Mine. It's actually a, what kind of song, right?
Okay.
So now he's going on tour, and some of the stops are in Canada. Toronto, right? Yeah. So on top of this, when all this comes out, I'm going to show you what Drake did.
So Drake says that, and Kendrick drops an album. Yes. But is the album directed at Drake?
Not necessarily, because he's hosting the Super Bowl.
Right. I was going to say he needs hey guys.
Right.
Because he's not really that kind of artist usually.
Right. We dropped something, and then he drops a whole album, dips for like 7 years. So this is the thing. When Drake got this, he launched a lawsuit, honey. Yes. Basically, he claimed that Spotify and Universal Music Group, UMG, made 30 million bots to hype up Not Like Us and defame his character.
What?
Yes.
But why would they do that when they wouldn't back in a few years ago, they wouldn't take specific people off
So I'm gonna show you where I have it on
stuff
here.
like that.
So someone said it's because of this. Is that his catalog is bigger than the 70s and 80s and is valued at $500 million. They're basically saying that they tried to tank his reputation so they could take his catalog, which I don't think you can do if you own your masters.
Yeah.
And so
what?
So basically, it's now this has turned into a Big Brother tech lawsuit because he's like, well, hey, Big Tech inflated my arch nemesis to make people think that his song Not Like Us, which puts me in a very, very bad light, is a popular song, not because people liked it.
Doesn't know what battle rap is?
That's why I asked.
Wait, you make up stuff about somebody. I mean, a lot of it has a little bit of truth to it, right? And you take the things that you know and kind of just roast them, even if they're a rumor, right?
Yes, and that's why I asked, because hey, look, I can't really say how gangster I am. My first rap song was Rapping to Jesus for the Beat. All right. We may not know about all rap beats, but we've all seen 8 Mile. Okay. We all know how it's supposed to go.
Right.
All right. You got to say something about me. I got to say something about you, your entire crew. The one that gets the biggest reaction wins.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 30 million bots. Yeah. And so you're like, well, I'm not a gangster, but I know when you have a rap battle and you lose, you're just supposed to pick another target.
Right. Yeah. You're like, okay.
They're picking another target. The issue and the thing is that 2 things.
Or do a collaboration to let everybody know the beef's over.
Well, that's what people thought would happen, but they were saying people that didn't like Drake. I don't like Drake because I think he's just taking the Will Smith blueprint. And the fact is that.
But what's wrong with that? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Right. The issue is that he was signed to Young Money, right?
Okay.
And at the time, Wayne did an interview and he's like, I told Drake, don't do gangster rap. Keep it Canadian.
Yeah.
Keep it Canadian.
Keep it who you are.
Right. Lil Wayne told him, don't battle rap. And it's like, you try to go against Pusha T and Kendrick. Reapers in the game. I would never do that. That's like saying, like, Will Smith tried to prove his gangster by trying to go at Tupac.
Yeah.
You're not going to win that at all.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there's nothing wrong with making hit after hit, being beloved everywhere.
Because he was doing that.
He was. He was. And I was like, the minute he tried to do that, it's like, this is an awful look.
It's like, but battle rap though is original in a sense that like all this ghostwriting and all that stuff really shouldn't be a part of your rep. It shouldn't be a part of that rap battle.
The issue is like you wrote for Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Like that song Unthinkable. Mm-hmm. He wrote that.
Okay.
He's the vocals. I was like, I get it. Only person that could do something like that and still be gangster is maybe Tupac. Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're from Canada. Like, you was in a wheelchair. Irony also is when he was on Degrassi, he sued them to get his character out of the wheelchair.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So I'm just thinking, it's like,
he didn't want to play the character in the wheelchair no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. He didn't want to be the character in the wheelchair. Yeah. So he sued.
He just miraculously started to walk.
I never even watched it. All I know is that he sued them to get out of the chair. And so I had to ask, we put Rose on here because she's a villain of sorts too. But I wanted to know, in your mind, honey, who was a bigger villain to you in this? Drake or Hawk Tuah?
Well, villain. So I don't have the right words for this. If I had to pick a villain, I would pick Hawk Tuah just because she financially impacted probably a lot of people.
Fair.
And ended up whatever she was involved in scammed people. Drake is just a little bitch.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean, you can't be a villain if you're a bitch.
You can't be. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, okay. He probably thinks he's a villain, but
yes, Prince. Yes.
And Prince was.
Yeah. That's yes. I respect Prince's gangster. Like Drake is like, just make pop rap. Just even then. The weird thing is they're saying he was the #1 streamed Spotify artist.
I know. He has hits that I'm like, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But it was never like a,
You don't.
I didn't need to look at him like Eminem or 50 or Tupac, Biggie, like, you know what I mean?
Yes. So the other thing is he's trying to sue him so that Not Like Us gets played at the Super Bowl.
Well, I bet it gets played.
Well, someone said like
even if it's just the like music part and not the lyrics.
People would sing the lyrics.
Yeah, I guarantee you they would.
Someone actually
they would even be doing a little dance. Dance with it.
People said that the worst thing about this is the fact that even if he had an orchestra and sat down and just played the music, everyone would actually sing
it. Mm-hmm.
The other issue is people that were in Canada were mad at Drake too, because DeMar DeRozan was one of their players that played for them for like 5 or 6 years. He just kept running into LeBron James when LeBron James was with Miami and Cleveland, so they could never beat them. And so when he got traded the year after is when Toronto won the championship. So they asked Drake about, who's retired, like retiring people's numbers, because they retired Vince Carter's number.
Yeah.
And he was like, he just said, unprovoked, like, never put DeMar's jersey in a raft up there or I'll snatch it off.
What?
Yes. He was mad because he was actually friends with DeMar DeRozan, but DeMar was in the Not Like Us video.
So he might know some things if he's in that video.
Right, because that's the line Kendrick was talking about. I'm glad D-Rose is home. You didn't desert him. Because he's from LA.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, so Drake is being salty about it. So people are like, if you're going to do this, Kendrick will be petty enough to set up an orchestra, play the instrumentals, and everyone's going to rap. Someone said, can you imagine 70,000 people saying, wow, 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 wow. That'd be hilarious.
Lord, have mercy on the soul.
So now that we've talked to you guys about our villains, gonna run down some news things that have been happening. Which one do I want to do? Actually, I just read this one out for you guys because I didn't understand the fullness of the statement about Titanic. I technically have never really seen it.
What?
I'm not watching that. It came out on 2
mean,
VHS tapes.
I
I've never did
did,
that.
right?
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. So it says, growing up is understanding that in Titanic, Rose decides to throw away a $50 million pendant in memory of an unemployed man who she had sex with one time. Meanwhile, her husband worked hard all his life to maintain her and give her and her children a life of luxury, who would surely have also appreciated the inheritance and lived peacefully. She could have also given the pendant to her granddaughter, who took care of her whole life. The real villain of the movie, gentlemen, no doubt, is Rose.
Facts.
Think about that.
Facts. You know, that's the one thing I wondered through the whole movie. Not about the husband.
Okay, you did?
Yeah, because she had like a family, and I was like, "You're sitting on this $1 million pendant thing, or however many millions it was, and you just gonna throw it overboard? You're not gonna make sure your family's set up for life? Like, trash.
Well,
She was trash."
So, you know, Dan, we actually should have had.
And then also,
That
she
was.
didn't share the door with Jack, so
Didn't.
there's always that.
I was trying to think. I guess now that we're thinking 90s villains, we're like, damn, Rose or Jenny?
Jenny is not a villain.
You're not a man. You know, I forgot. You're not a man. Not a man.
Jenny is not a villain. She was going through some things.
Oh, she went through some things and some other things, and
She
things
was
were in
going
and
through
out.
some things, and then eventually she realized the error of her way, and that this man really loves her.
There's no
It's not
way.
her fault he's dumb.
You gotta read their book though, because
I'm not going to read the book. The movie's long enough.
Right. Exactly. Cruise trip for some peasant D. Everything still marrying her rich. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Did she marry him at the end? Billy Zane's character?
No, but she did remarry. She married somebody who was well off. I'm just saying she should have made sure her family was set for life.
Fair point. All right, what else? So
Very selfish.
This actually happened during the Thanksgiving time frame. So although they're not saying it's a professional separation, but they're doing like solo things now. Like she hosted a Thanksgiving dinner for like battered Islamic women. She gave them cookware. And I was like,
okay.
Some people are saying that there's no statement about a professional separation, but they're seeing them both less and less when it comes to like being out in public places.
Together.
Right.
I mean, but at a point, right? You can't always be with your spouse, and you got to do things.
Damn that! If I used to be a prince and I lost the crown because of you, damn near everywhere you at, I'm out there too.
That's not true. I'm sure he has his own charities and things he's doing. She has her own charities and things she's doing. They can't always be together.
We get enough money. Every foundation's in 2 names. Yours and mine and ours.
You sure you want that?
Yeah.
I know how to move your money so it looks like you.
You know what? That's okay. I'm a Forrest Gump. How about that? I love you, Sheba. How about that? I will go. I have no problem doing Forrest Gump. Okay.
It'll take a few years before they find you.
It's fair. It's also fair. I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting if they did split up because everybody should give Harry. His name is Harry, right?
Harry, yeah.
Should give him a bunch of shit. You gave up your crown for this.
Exactly.
She couldn't stand the heat, but yet she knew what she was marrying into. Get out of here.
Exactly. See, had you known about her, would you even watch Suits? It would have been harder to watch Suits had I known about her before.
No, I wouldn't. I don't care about that. Bro, I'm not like you.
I turned to full crypto, bro. Hide your assets in place you can't find it, bro. Blockchain. Anyway, you know what we did not do? I actually almost forgot. said I don't have the stuff. You're
Yeah.
right.
Do we really need to do it?
You know what? I'm gonna wait till the next one for that.
Okay.
How about that?
It's already an
Selfish.
hour.
You're already an hour. How about that? Okay.
I'm in a mood. You're probably not going to win anyways.
I had some bangers, okay? You said that at the last one, and I got you with the nerd.
I could just sit here and not spit out water and just try not to laugh.
I dunk you in the throat to make you laugh. I'm not taking any losses this time.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna find the one more that I had on here. And give me 1 second, my love. 1 second, I shall find it. It is here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. You want to see one about? I've got one for dating or news. Which one do you want? That's the last one.
Just pick one. Which one do you like?
Let's see if I have one for dating on here.
You just said you had it. What is happening there?
Oh, okay. So you're interested in that one then?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. All right. So this one set the dating Twitters ablaze. All right. So just read. You got to read the interaction first. Guy's going on a date, right? So she's like, I picked up my dress. It looks like this.
That's her dress?
That is her dress.
I can see her. What is that called?
Areola?
The
areola.
Okay.
How do you not know that you have one? You know what? That's not here. She's like, I'm already dressed. He's like, nah, shorty, I'm not gonna go nowhere with you. You wearing that. What's wrong? I'm grown. It's a certain way you should want to present yourself. That ain't it. Trash. I'm good. I have on a dress. What's not consented with it? I'm confused. Ninjas never had an issue spending money regardless of what I wore. I'm good on that and enjoy your night. What the fuck? You weird.
That's not even a dress, first of all. It's pants.
Okay.
Second of all, I mean, it is actually overalls or a jumper that you should be wearing a shirt under, in my opinion.
Okay. For me, I would say if you plan on going on this date, know that it's ending.
I mean, wear what you want to wear, but don't be mad when someone's like, nah, that's not how I want to go out with someone. Because inevitably what's going to happen are people, myself included, are going to, sorry, I just saw Joker's comment.
She got her ring.
Oh my God. People are going to stare, and then it's going to be a thing with this person you don't even really know. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm not saying this now. I'm saying single ego would have been like, you probably just to give emojis. I kid. There's nothing I have to say because I sound like that's hot sex enough. Just mean, plain emoji. And you know what? Hey, Maggiano's we're canceling. All right.
You want to go
Chili's.
Chili's? Wow. Why not the Applebee? You got dollar drinks there.
People with class can go to Applebee's too. Chili's, I'll be like, you know what?
I used to work at Chili's. Are you kidding me? Applebee's is worse than Chili's.
Applebee's worse than Chili's?
Yes.
All right, Applebee's then.
They put a jukebox in their bar and have half price reverse happy hour from 9 to 11.
Ooh, Applebee's it is then. I'm taking it to Applebee's.
Yeah, it's a cheap place where you can get a little hood.
Okay, fine. You take it to Applebee's, say, let's go back to your place, because you don't bring hoes back to the Batcave, the Batman. You go to wherever they go at.
Honey, you wouldn't have been smooth enough to do all that.
Come on. You clearly don't know.
And she probably got that list where if you take her to Applebee's, she's not going to talk to you again, or she's not going to get out of the car.
Applebee's?
And then you just have side boob on your door window.
Nah, Applebee's. I think my game is enough to at least take you out. It's like, hey, look, I say things like, I want to get to know you. I'm saying.
As you're like this the whole time.
Yeah. She'll be like, what's on your mind?
Well.
This dick on your mind. You smash and then you change her name in your phone to scam likely so you don't pick it up. and then you ghost. That's it. Yeah. What? Nice. That's
Yeah, exactly.
You get that
She'll
invitation.
go.
You get an invitation lobster over here. You dance right here, baby.
Yeah, she'd have thrown a fit. You take her to Applebee's.
Yeah, exactly. See there, like all this, like this is Maggiano's, Applebee's, Chili's, the rest. I'll work on what offends you with these restaurants. I did not know. I forgot the Chili's one. Do not burn hold. I can take you to any of those places. That's how you get it win, guys.
Right, you didn't take me to Maggiano's neither.
You want to go to Maggiano's?
No.
Okay. See, I knew you didn't want to. See, no. I deal with this nemesis every day. Anyway, guys.
That makes you think about it. What was the other one you were going to ask me about?
Oh, you want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got another
one.
That's
not even a dress, first of all.
Okay. All right.
And it's also just FYI. It's probably like a $10 outfit on Shein.
All right. Actually, I actually have one. So
okay.
This was about what is her name? I put it on here. Martha Stewart. Did we talk about Martha Stewart?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this. So this is.
You have them categorized. You're in bookmarks.
But she was on there. Damn, hold on.
Why isn't it just in the episode bookmark tab?
I thought it was, but I couldn't remember why. So, hold on. I shall find it. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is Martha Stewart in like the 80s, right?
Oh, go ahead, Martha.
Yeah. So Martha Stewart's like documentary came out. All right. Martha Stewart.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's like, this is her in the 80s.
Yeah.
Did not know her game was like that. Okay.
Yeah. She looks very tall.
Right. So
she does not look tall these days.
Not too tall. So what wound up happening is she wound up having a what is it called? Her biography came out.
Okay.
And so they're talking about the fact that she got divorced.
Yeah.
Right. So this is their interviewing her. Was what happened. Almost nothing.
What?
There is no damn way. Oh, y'all can hear it? I am sorry, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm sorry. They did not
What'd
hear
you do, honey?
let me go and play it for you guys. I'm sorry. Here it is. This is Martha Stewart's thing right here.
Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and you think you're happily married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of shit. And look at him as a piece of shit and get out of it. Get out of that marriage. But I couldn't do that. Couldn't walk away.
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship or when you were a
yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
He did say he knew about it.
He did?
Yes, you would confess to him.
Oh.
He says he didn't stray from the marriage until you told him you had already strayed.
Oh, that's not true. I don't think.
But what happened? You had an affair?
I had a very brief affair with a very attractive Irish man. And it was just nothing.
There's no way if you ever. Hold on. Yeah, there's no way if you ever said some shit like it was nothing, but he was ethnicity and attractive. I will roundhouse you. That's
why. She said there was nothing to break up a marriage over.
Say he was ugly.
Lie.
You gotta put me in the frame of mind that it was nothing to break up a marriage about, but I found out. So somebody was careless somewhere.
What would you want?
Well, I mean, he did. Wait. What are you talking about? We what about one?
Why are you mad at her?
Because she was like, because first of all, she got the whole shit wrong. It's like, he's a piece of shit. Was like, didn't you have an affair? No, I don't think that happened. He said, like, he told us.
I feel like the interviewer needed to ask more questions. She thought he was a piece of poo because he probably had the emotional attachment. It sounds like for her, she's like, that's just a one night thing. He's a very attractive Irishman. That's how she remembers him in her head.
That's even no, it's worse. That's worse. I don't know what could have made it better, but saying
he should have never found out about it though. That's for sure.
That's not like he found out, and then when he did it, he's piece shit.
She was a stockbroker. Did you catch that? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so I was just I had wanted to get your thoughts on it.
What thoughts do you want?
Your honest ones.
About what?
Her saying that and the contradiction.
Well, I mean, she's clearly had a lot of drugs.
Okay.
First of all, and she thought she was righteous in saying that, and then when the interviewer called her out, she clearly has a viewpoint of like it was just sex, and so more than likely her husband's affair was not just sex.
All right.
Yeah. Or she felt like if he did it, she should have never found out about it, kind of thing. Like,
fair.
Have you ever heard that? Like, there are some people who believe that, like, well, what you don't know will hurt the other person, kind of thing.
Okay. Well, you didn't know about the gifts that I bought you, and it's still I'm a little hurt you. So
that's because you found out about it.
It's not this kind of house. Not this kind of house at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of she's definitely done a lot of drugs.
Okay.
I didn't realize she talks like that.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't listen anything Martha Stewart.
Okay.
And I didn't even know she was a stockbroker. So it's interesting. She went from that to like a Susie Homemaker sort of like vibe.
I would say
and I would have loved to know why she couldn't walk away from her husband.
Because I think that she was saying it wasn't up to break up a marriage.
No, hers wasn't, but her husband's wasn't. She said, you should walk away from him, but I couldn't. So she's giving advice that she thought she should have done. I want to know why she couldn't walk away from her husband.
Okay, we'll have to watch it at that point to figure that out. All I'm saying is it might have been her sister or a friend that she knew or a rival. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's probably because the product sold well outside of the stockbroking. If it was the 80s, I don't know if Black Sunday or Black Monday affected them. That was the stock market crash in the 80s.
Oh.
So it could have been. Don't know. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much all that I've got. My love, is there anything you wanted to talk about or bring up as well?
No, I'm a bit tired.
Oh, yeah. We drove back in from Houston a few hours ago. Got to meet my godson for the first time. He's awesome. But yeah, we're definitely going to wrap this up now. We'll be back on the 22nd.
Before we leave.
Yes, that will be our Christmas-themed episode. If you guys have ideas or things you probably want to talk about for Christmas on the 22nd, please go ahead and send out an email to your boy. And boom, we can either do it at lefteyeego@yahoo.com or ordinarygamesforall@gmail. Thank you guys so much for joining the show, whether you join us on Instagram, on X, or on YouTube. We really appreciate it. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Oh, you tired, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see y'all later.